Hi, good Saturday. It's the Sabbath. My name is Daryl Johnson, and I am Ride the Wind. I wanted to go to the library and do a paper and do this properly, but I've been working out and I'm really sore. And I haven't had much sleep. What I'm seeing is very disturbing. So let's start this off. I want to read something and then tell you where it's from. Therefore write down the things you have seen, and the things that are, and the things that will happen after this. That's Revelations 1:19. And I thought that was kind of creepy, the number 19. Being as it's 2019. Pretty close to home. I want to talk quickly before I go into the planets about Amen and who he is. And to rectify that this is the Sabbath, you need to look it up. And we need to be praying today. And I felt bad working. I just spent an hour on the phone with Moto trying to get this deal to work right. I'm not going to get into it. But we need to know what he said. We need to know Sabbath. And I am not a preacher. The stuff I'm getting you, I research. In no way, shape, or form do I want to be a preacher. Do I want to try and be a preacher? Do I want to try and be a priest? Do I want to try and be a pastor? Because he said, fear them all. He said, fear priests and pastors. And those are the guys that we run to, that he told us not to on the wrong day. I've done this in a bunch of videos. The Sabbath begins on Friday evening, and it ends this evening. That's what he said. So, a good starting point, like for all of us, would be to do that right. Pray. Meditate. I recommend transcendental. I recommend a chant. My chant, or my mantra is mountain. This separates you from all the external outside influences so that you can find the inner self. And it's not easy to do, and it takes a lot of practice because you have everything else interjecting into your head. And again, that would be external influences that define us as who we are, but it's not really who we are because they're defining it. So let's start with that. Do we get that? I think that was pretty clear. If you need to rerun that, go ahead. Should. And talk to yourself. You have to look in the mirror and say you're happy, and you're a good person. Self-affirmation. I am strong. I am a mountain. I've got a point here. Can't find it right now. But I know I want to say through suffering, we unlock the potential of our brains. And if you run into a mountain, go over it, go around it, or whatever you need to do. And I'm speaking figuratively. I want to talk about Amen real quick. Used to be you could pop in Amen, and it used to pop up that he's an Egyptian god. Now it doesn't. Now it's got 3 or 4 searches of trying to tell you it's forgiveness, yada, yada, yada. Make no mistake, if you do your research right, this boy was a god. Okay? And I've also discovered that, anyway, scroll down the searches. That there are 9 gods, 9 deities in Egypt mythology. Selah, Hathor, Amen, Macbeth. And then it goes down to Amen is even Zeus. Seth. I want to talk quickly about the Eye of Ra, which is the all-seeing eye, and how confused and how twisted things can get. And apologize, just kicked the big C, but I still smoke. Okay, the Eye of Ra. The Eye of Ra is a being in ancient mythology that functions as a feminine counterpart to the Son of God, Ra. Okay? A violent force that subdues his enemies. Now, does anybody know about what a Vesica Pisces is? If you've ever seen two circles intersect, that intersection makes a fish. We'll get into that later, but that's the evil sea beast that I saw upon the shore and took power and authority from the 10-horned dragon. I've again restated that the 10-horned dragon was the good guy. I've done my research from Merovingian lineage, back to Dragon Order, all the way back to Drod Blackpool, who was a part of this. I won't name current leaders because I don't think I should be doing that. Okay? Okay, so you got two circles intersecting. Now, what is in the middle of those two circles, not only the fish, but the shape of a woman's baby maker. I think you know what I'm talking about. The part that makes babies. If you look at those circles, those are actually legs. Okay? It can be defined as that. But understand that's the point of creation. And that is also the point of duality. That's where we make the decisions of what's right or wrong. That's where we all come out of. It's eternal. I mean, it means so many things. The main thing is duality that exists within all of us. We have the choice. Okay? And always remember that. Remember you talked about the cornerstone and the capstone. Cornerstone was the parable for molecular structure. A molecule is a square. We'll look it up. Capstone is the fifth element. We won't get into that right now because I'm still studying it. But he tried to tell us we had an element of the fall in us. And we do. It's called glycogaldehyde. And it is the shine of the stars, the smoke that appears around, the cloud that appears around stars. It's glycogaldehyde. It exists within our DNA, that and another phosphate, but they've never been able to find it on Earth. But it is the definition of the shine of the stars. Have you seen the Colombian woman, Eve, Bathsheba, Isis? She has many names, okay? And don't go with that. And don't let the Pope push you over to her. It's him, the elephant. And what rises above him is the eagle. Gosh, I don't want to sound like a preacher, but I want to make that clear. And I want to do my Saturday job. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to make this work for about 3 hours. Wikipedia, and on the information I just stated to you, you can verify that with Dr. Scott McQuaid. He's got 2 PhDs and he's been to seminary school. He reads cuneiform, he reads Sumerian petroglyph, he knows Aramaic, and he also knows hieroglyphics. Okay? Hey, Jackson's hanging around next to me. And then you'll hear in the back I'm playing Pippa's song. Mist and Shadow. And we're coming to, I don't want to be dark, but a very dark place. While they smile on the TV, they know exactly well that these planets are floating right above our heads. I'll tell you something in a minute. And the false flags begin. U.S. and Israel made a deal. They set up Iran. Those were our missiles that blew up Iran. Okay, remember Assad and the chemical bombing that killed all the children? And we tried to blame him and make him look like a butthole. I haven't researched what the point is of knocking Iran out of the picture. I know they're not very stable, but still. False flags, people. These people are grinning coy on the TV and they know 100% of what's going on. Everything we're seeing strictly lies. These exoplanets are not light years away. They're here in our solar system, and they are right above us. Now, I also think, I looked into, it's like who controls Jerusalem, right? And it's broke up. You got West Israel owns the West Israel, owned by obviously Israel, and then you got East Jordan owning the other side. All come from cities that hold power and significance: Bethlehem and Jerusalem. So no, there's a dark planet going right here. No, the Amazon is still burning, but it's not mass media, is it? No, it's not. Okay, and we were supposed to have troops over there, a week and a half ago, and the last I saw, they're sending a minister over there. They're wasting time while it burns. They want it gone. This is terraforming the earth. An old Trumpy boy just gave access to start cutting down Alaska. We need to read through this. And you probably already are, but I'm going to make sure you are. Because that's my job. Who I do. Anyway, let's talk about planets. Well, first of all, let's talk about real quickly Don Quixote. Anybody remember that? Guy who popped windmills, dressed up in battle, and thought they were creatures. I feel like that a lot of times, and I bet you do too. Know that we're out there fighting windmills, but we're not. We're fighting reality. And we're fighting to understand, and we're fighting to understand how to see through this deception that is so deep, and the technology is so far beyond understanding. The only way I can tell you is to go back to that, start studying quantum mechanics, quantum pixels, quantum dots. And the good example of what I'm about to explain is when and this like sold me up, knew I was right, when that, again, aircraft carrier within the Avengers rises up and it pixels out. Disappears. Okay, that's what we're looking at. But it's failing. It's failing in a big way. Let's go with the states. Well, let me talk about, first of all, when the sun's in the west, like I was in Wyoming, right? Gosh, I'm running out of time. When I was in Wyoming, the sun is behind me. I could see the shadows. There's beauty beyond belief. And I've seen this in Sweden too. But there's a glow in the west. Okay? Or vice versa. There's always a glow there. Some kind of ecliptic of some type of very large planet. Okay? And I want to explain something else to you. The simulator that they're using, that you think is the sun. Now, you need to watch Gladiator. You need to watch Steven Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark, when our sun was azure, and when our sun was yellow, and we glowed yellow. Look at me glowing white now. I got the window open. You think that's right? Do you think it's right that I catch suns all over the world with a big black dot in them, with the white or with the yellow behind them? But there is an exception to that. Right now, there are big planets moving in between or behind. Okay, let's say the simulator's here. Here's the old sun in back of it. Or should I say, here's the simulator and the old sun's back here. Now take a big planet and pass it through between the two. It blocks out our old sun, which decreases luminosity. It looks darn weird. It's dark. And the videos I have are the sun flashing to catch this. Now, the scariest thing and the biggest planet I probably have seen yet is my new cam system. I can go to I can set it to catch Russia. I can set it to stay in America. I can go to whatever country I want. And I got 6,000 of them. I just got done doing about 20 videos, and I gotta go through the rest because I'm really behind. But I end up getting on cams, and I just go, 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 go. Wake up at 1:30 in the morning. Okay? So that's how that works. That's that darkness. And when you see, like, I'm looking out right now, it's just not illuminated right. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, so I'm in Newark. I'm on the cams. And it's a street sign on the side of the highway. Behind it is the biggest blue orb I've ever seen, but you can see it pixelated. This is your quantum pixels. Now within that pixelation, I can see green, red, yellow coming through, pixelating within it. This is the biggest planet I've seen yet, because when this one pulls through the blue, it's going to take up a third of the sky. And that's what I'm really scared about right now, and that's what this video is about. We got I guess 6 months before these things pop through and change our reality in a big way. But it's not going to be the point where I, Son, Dragon, etc. passes by. And MRB, Mr. MRB just put out a video. It's 3 dots. He's calling it a ship. No, he caught the dragon. He caught the Kachina. He caught the Ison. Whatever you want to talk about. Same deal. I go with Kachina prophecy. I don't believe in the Bureau. Too many planets don't add up. Okay? So anyway, he caught that. So Newark, New Jersey really freaks me out. And what I'm seeing is the sun super huge with a black dot in the back of it. And I see this dark gray, blue. It's not even blue, it's just dark gray. So I know the sun is eliminated. There's no more yellow halo around the simulator. And man, the way these things flash, man, they could crank them up and just cover the sky. And then I go to other places, and it's just a little teeny sun, which is also a simulator, I believe. But there's a bunch of them up there. Know that. Now, I can talk about entities, but I'm not gonna. There's a bunch out there, and I want to keep this short. That's another video. I can say that morning dew, which I give a thumbs up, morning D.E.W. is nailing not only what's going on around the world, okay, as far as volcanoes, etc., storms, and that we've got a snowstorm that's going up northwest, hammering Northwest America, and they're not reporting it in mainstream media. And then there's a heat wave that's hitting Europe, which is beyond belief. So figure out what's going on here. Start adding it up. All right? Texas, red orbs. Okay, wherever I go, North Carolina, red orbs. What I saw, and I'm able to take screenshots now, right? And I'm figuring out, I think this phone will allow me to at least post pictures. But it's screenshots, because some of them I'll click on and they will not allow me to hit the record button. So I got these screenshots. I got a screenshot of a sun simulated black dot in it, and it is totally scarlet. And let me tell you, around the world is scarlet. If they did not have the UV covering out there, we would be red. I've got a pair of new sunglasses. I don't know, a certain kind of UV. And I think I already said it. I was driving back from Conway, hour drive. I had them on, sky was pink. So people aren't seeing this because of the UV layer, but the cam is blocking it. So understand that. Now, we got 10/10 coming up. 10/10. That's around the time the Feast of Trumpets start. You know what happened 10/10 last year? Michael rolled in. Michael rolled in. It's a Category 5 hurricane with 155 miles an hour wind. I just watched a documentary on that last night. I knew it hit. I did a video on it, on the biblical significance. But man, that thing had 155 mile an hour winds and took down everything on the beginning of the day of the Feast of Trumpets. And I would only guess this bombing in Israel, I haven't even looked it up, was again a religious holiday. Some type of major religious holiday. These coincide a lot, okay? There's black orbs out there that are appearing. Now, my estimation and my best scientific guess is they're behind the flat screen that we think is the sun, that these big planets are about to pop through and make people's hair come on fire and turn into animals, okay? These black orbs, I believe, are behind the flat screen. And the old sun creates a shadow and it's projected on the back of the flat screen, and eventually they come through, and they're usually scarlet orbs. Okay, the other night in Russia, I caught ISON. I caught the same thing Mr. MRB has on his video that he just released. Just released today. You have to see it. He thinks it's a ship. It's not. That is ISON. That is Dragon. That is Kachina. And he got a really cool shot of it. Mine, it was going, woo, it was going, and over there is the moon of that planet. That's about 10 times the size of the sun. Another one that draws very close attention to me, I know I've got a video of a planet over Dorian when she came in. But understand this pixelation. Understand the way they're doing this. Understand that it's failing. Understand that our skies are literally pink, but we're not seeing it because of the UV. And that gets into CERN hooking up which is now the HLLAC, the High Luminosity Large Hadron Collider. I just wanted to throw these things at you, okay. I was in New York the other day, real quick, Greenwich, New York, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was dark. Okay, Cheyenne, Wyoming, we got the western glow when the sun is behind in the east, rising. Arizona, Emory, big, huge round orb. I've been watching Emory forever. There's asteroids coming in that way, but that's another video. North Carolina, I got HS, I forgot what that means, and Hickory. You guys aren't looking right. There's a planet there also, okay, and it's very large. And I've got videos from a month ago of the half of it being black and the sun flashing on and off. Now they've had 8 earthquakes last week, and I'm on the same New Madrid fault, okay, which goes all the way up there. Something's happening. We got an earthquake too last week. I think I told you, 3 point something. But this is how they've all begun around the world. So pay attention. And if you're anywhere, North Carolina, South Carolina, be very safe, because I think South Carolina got hit with some earthquakes also. These aren't big enough. They don't make mainstream media, but some of them did. AccuWeather, you can find that would be my source on the 8 earthquakes in North Carolina. I'm scared. I got caught in code for a while. Don't go down the code road. Don't go down the symbolism of all this. The colors, blue, the triangles, the diamonds, the Saturn cubes. Don't go there. I want to say a couple words from a song. It says, looming omnipresent, this task ahead, this task at hand, ominous and daunting, crippling undertaking. I'm frozen. Where to begin eludes me, without you here to remind me. And that goes directly to my son Dakota. I love you. And I love you guys also. I'm picking up subs, which is real cool. I bring you everything but truth, you guys. I've been in this biz for 4 years. I thank you for 7, 5 years. I thank you for 7. I've traveled thousands of miles. I've studied. I've learned Muslim. I've learned Hindu. I'm a Roman Catholic. Forget that. And the beliefs that I throw at you, I have verified. I've taken the time. I've been through earthquakes now. I've seen the Arkansas River go backwards. I'm now experienced what I see in the cams and this. It takes me about 6 minutes on the cams to find something weird. But no, and this is this main point of this video, is that when these planets pop through, to all those who don't believe and do not see, they're going to freak. And maybe I'm repeating myself, but they're going to turn into animals. What you think are people will no longer be people. The highways will turn into parking lots once these go through. So y'all driving back and forth to work, knowing you need to go to Walmart, get more stuff, you better start thinking. Because when you're 50 miles from home and one of these things pop through the sky and traffic stops, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you see people turn inhuman? Now, we're kind of prepared for it because we understand. But we're going to be very few when this happens. And I did not calculate this part. I thought the planets would come through, my sun, dragon, whatever you want to call it, comes through, flips us, does its deal, and we're done. No. This is a whole nother part. When these planets come through, you want to take Black Friday and then you want to times it times about 5 million. And you want to talk about the people you love turning inhuman. Because all they're going to do is turn into cowards, and they're going to step on anybody's head to make sure they're okay. I'm very concerned about that, and that's what this video is about. Bring on the planets, bring on the asteroids, bring on the ships, bring on the entities. I'm not scared. But people and man and what they're doing on TV and lying to us every day, they know this is going to happen. They have a plan. We're going to basically fight each other. It's going to turn into primordial chaos. And then from there, they will roll in. I want to also reach out to another channel. Very, very cool guy, Florida Marquise. If you're not watching him, then you're not watching the full picture of what's happening in Antarctica and what we don't know, what we haven't seen. Dragons, serpents, faces, punches coming through the ice, or what looked like something punching from within the earth through the ice. And you know what that is. And I'm trying to define Watchers, Nephilim, Anunnaki, and just so many gods. So many gods. So make sure you pray to the eagle. Okay, and I want to ask this question. And this is what I'm going to title the video. When do we let evil become stronger than us? When did that happen? I'm confused. I'm confused to people, again, who say, I can't do anything. Well, you better be. You're not going to have any choice when these pop through. So everybody's going to be running around, again, like the hair's on fire. This video was done for educational purposes and let y'all know what the deal is. They're all over the world. I can go down the list. Amsterdam, Netherlands, Germany. They're popping through all over. Now, when they pop through here, we have extreme issues. That's what this video is about. And I'm right to win. And I want y'all to love each other. I want y'all to be careful. I want you to be aware of your surroundings. And most importantly, help anyone you can. Do something for someone every day. And love each other. And prepare for what's about to happen. We got to do something. I'm going up in the mountains for a month. At the ending of this month, I can't take this room anymore. I'm going to find self. I'm going to find purpose. And I'm going back to connect with what I define as the higher power, and that would be the eagle. I want you all to have a great day, and I thank you, new subs. My next video will maybe be going back over how the sky works, so maybe you understand, but you can go back to older videos that are Einstein skies, and I explain exactly how 5G, 576 resonance, Mozart's D, okay, 432 was Mozart's A, which was 4G, how the resonances tie in, the chem particulates, the quantum pixels, the quantum dots, and how it all combines together to create a flat screen sky, which we call our sky. It's not sky out there, gang. And how about them days when they call it clear skies and they're white? You think that's clear sky? Again, please go back and look, man, just pull up a Gladiator video and watch when we were yellow. Pull up Raiders of the Lost Ark, and when our sky was azure, okay, and our sun was yellow. Do not let them take these memories from you. They're ours, they're in our hearts, and they're ours to remember. I want you to be, again, very safe. Know you have all my love and support. I'm going through everything you're going through, and I'm watching these planets. And God, that one, the one that gave us the chair that exists above us, hopefully has me on the cam when these pop through, so I can immediately make a video, or they're about to pop through, let you guys know. And I will. You have my word. And I'm still working on trying to do some type of documentary that I can air without being blocked. Again, I got 2 strikes. I got 1 more strike and I'm gone. My new channel will be Bring Me the Horizon if I disappear. Okay? When I go in the mountains, I don't know what kind of electronics, or if I want to run any electronics, because that's not what you do when you're trying to find silence. And that's very important to me. I've kind of lost a little bit of direction. Definitely lost my health. I'm hitting the gym, every other day. And I'm getting in shape. I'm no dummy. I see what's coming. So again, to all of you, ride the wind. Be safe. Okay? And again, have a great day. And do not forget, this is the Sabbath. If you're dressing up to go to church tomorrow, put your clothes out. Put your clothes out on, or put your clothes out, excuse me, for tomorrow. You're denying what he said. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. We better start listening. We better start studying. You better know who he is when you knock on his door, or he's going to say, I don't know you. And that's what I'm trying to help you with. All 144s that are going through pain and suffering like me, remember, it's all in the lesson. They're just lessons. It is not pain and suffering. It's part of the quickening. Again, ride the wind, tread the air above the dam, and you have the greatest Sabbath that you've ever had. And talk to him. Have a great day. Thank you. Daryl.